You can roll up. You'll be fine.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're live. Hello.
Oh, hell yeah. I thought that would happen to the intro.
I haven't done it yet, so this is what we're going. Well, I'll do the intro now. See, look,
We
man,
did a
we got
cold
these
open.
awkward. We got the cold open going, but we'll figure out. Hold on, I haven't done this in a month. I don't even.
It's okay, dude.
Intro. So that cold open was fun.
Yeah.
Well, welcome back, everybody. This is we've been on a brief hiatus for a couple months. I mean, it is what it is.
I moved. You had some emergencies, dude.
Yeah, we had some stuff happening. You moved. Holidays happened. Laziness, probably we can factor that in as well. Let's be real. I'm not gonna lie. There was times I'm like, yeah, let's do that shit. We got it tomorrow, bro. And then like I forgot to text you. Like shit like that happened. I'm like, God damn it! And then you're like doing your work, where you're doing your comedy and shit.
Yeah, it's all good, brother.
We're out here. We're here back. We got a lot to talk about then because we got like months to catch up on. But welcome to another episode of Bodyslam.net's Podyslam podcast. It is me, Cassidy, Haynes, owner of Bodyslam.net, and I'm with my man Lemaire Lee.
Hello.
Extraordinaire.
Yeah, Panda's Mouth Design Club. Shout out. Yeah.
Ooh, what up,
oh man. I'm getting a lot of messages right now, which means everybody's listening to Matt and Shane, and they're fucking saying something to me.
Well, that's good. Hey, that's good.
That's not good.
Cross promotion.
Yeah, dude, how have you been? I mean, to catch the people up, how have you been, dude?
Man, it's been a long time since I've been away for a month, really off camera, but I did the Royal Rumble, and we'll talk about that in just a little bit.
Rumble was hype.
It's been a rough week, man. So my mom was sick a week and a half ago. She had a blood infection and ended up in the hospital. So so we dealt with that. She's still sick, but she's back to work and stuff. But so that happened. So I was like helping my mom, dealing with my mom. But then my puppy, my dog, he's just a year old. I had to have emergency surgery last weekend on him. So I had delayed us another week because I was just fucking a wreck last weekend. But he's kicking it. He's all right. He's good. But like I was telling you off the air, he had kidney stones and he got stuck in his urethra and they couldn't get it out. And it had been blocked for like a couple of days. So by the time we got to the vet and they couldn't remove it, he's popping up and saying, hey, right here, you hear me talking about him. They couldn't remove it. They couldn't push it back into his bladder. It just was stuck. So they had me rushed to a surgeon in Greenville, South Carolina, and they were like, "It's going to be $6,500, or you got to put the guy down." So I honestly didn't have the money, but I begged my grandma because my grandma's awesome. Shout out grandma.
Shout out grandma's everywhere. Shout out grandma's everywhere.
Yeah, she spotted me the money so that we could get it set up and done, and rushed him down there. And we get down there and. My dad's actually with me. I picked up my dad on the way because my dog loves my dad. And we get there and I'm filling out the paperwork in the waiting room. So my dad's like, I'm gonna take him outside. I'm like, all right, cool. And my dad said, just looks at him and the little dude, the dog just fucking pees for like a minute. And my dad's like, well, I don't think you were able to pee,
Yeah.
And he wasn't. That was the thing, is he wasn't. So, and they'd been, guys. I'm doing a show.
Come on, not right now.
Be professional, you fucking. Hey.
Yeah. Be good dogs.
So so we tell him what he did, and they're like, well, maybe what they did at the last hospital pushed it back into the bladder. If not, he passed it, but we didn't know. So they're like, we'll do a couple little procedures here just to check and make sure he's okay. And that it was clear. So they did. His passage was clear. The stones were gone. So they were like, you can take him home tonight and, we'll just monitor him over the weekend and see if he's able to keep peeing. And if he gets blocked again, got to rush him back down here. But so I had a couple of days just to keep him at home and keep an eye on him. He was doing okay, but we went in for surgery Monday, and they pulled out like 10 fucking I've got pictures of the fucking
10 stones, dude.
At least, and this whole fucking they sent them off to get examined, but dude, they were bigger than like mustard seeds. They were big. They were bigger than like weed seeds. You know what I mean? Like they were huge. They were fucking huge. And they were saying that the one that probably got clogged in it was bigger than those. So like, poor fucking guy. Like I felt horrible for him, but he's home. He's resting. He's being an asshole yesterday. He's fucking feeling good, obviously. So sure, but he popped his donut that I got on his neck. Come here, buddy. Oh yeah, let's do this because he's not. Dude, he's got it on his neck and he busted it. It's got a canvas fucking cover too. I don't know. Dude, he ran through the woods or something and was like, fucking. I got a video yesterday. Everybody was like, how's he doing? I was like, well, let me just show you. I'm walking him right now. And he was just going to the bushes, grabbing a branch from the bush and just like pulling and yanking on the fucking whole around. And then he just breaks off a piece of the bush. He's got this long ass stick. He's just running around the yard with it. I'm like, I think he feels fine. So
he's young again.
He's young again. But he's all doped up on meds, so he was feeling goofy as shit. Now he's acting like he wants to go outside, but we're not doing that. You can wait, buddy. I just took you out before we got started. But so that was the emergency with the dog over the weekend. But it got pretty bad. It's a terrible thing to have the vet call you and be like, hey, so bad news, that surgery we're going to do, can't do it. And even worse news, if you can't pay this fucking outrageously ridiculous price for the surgery, we're going to have to put your dog down.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, man. But
dude, that's a brutal ultimatum.
Yeah. Like, what do you do there? And what do people do that don't have the money? Like, I didn't have the money, but luckily I was able to borrow it from my grandma.
That's like cartel shit. If you don't have our money, we're going to kill your dog. That's cartel shit.
Dude, what the fuck is that? Like, and there's no payment plan? Like, set me up a payment plan, bro. I'll pay that shit. You know, but no payment plans. But we're whatever, you know. He's here. We got him on meds through the weekend. I was gonna go watch some wrestling tomorrow, but I don't know if I can go because he's got to take medicines all day.
Where's wrestling tomorrow?
White Mike, my roommate, is wrestling Jamie Senegal in Winston-Salem for I think it's like
right there, dude. And it's in your home, and it's in the state too.
Yeah, it's like in 2 hours away. I'm gonna try to go. I forgot. It's something wrestling review. It's like obscure wrestling review. OWR or something. I never even heard of them, but I love Jamie and I love Mike, so I was thinking about going to that.
Oh, dude, you see, I forgot James Malachi. I can't remember his new name, but he made his debut. He was on NXT Level
Evans. Javon Evans. Yeah, dude. That's my dude. He looked good too.
Yeah.
He's gonna fucking light up that place, man. I'm excited.
Yeah. Electricity, dude.
So
dude,
you're in Austin now.
Yeah, dude. I am in Austin. See the sign?
What? Going, man.
It's all right. It's been a lot. It's been fun though. I've been mostly going to the Comedy Mothership and the Creek in the Cave. Those places have been the places.
That's Rogan's place, right?
Yeah, it's the tits, dude. It's so perfect. It's amazing.
That's fucking
yeah, it's like everything you can go in the green room, there's free weed. It's awesome.
Oh shit. That's even better. Dude, you need to get up with my buddy Cam that lives down there in Austin, Seahawk. Do you know Seahawk on Twitter?
No, I don't think so.
He and I were kicking at the Rumble, man. He's in Austin. He's you two need to chill.
Dude, how was the Rumble? You got to be on the presser, dude.
It was an interesting experience, to say the least, because like everything that happened was right when we were showing up. You know what I mean? So like the day that I'm traveling down there is when that lawsuit news breaks. So there was a huge elephant in the room all weekend. And there was all this weird pressure from everybody to ask all these questions.
Did they ask you guys not to ask about it, or
No, they never. They didn't say a word to us about that. But it was just like, you know, a lot of the people that we were given access to weren't really people that I felt like you should ask. You know what I mean? Like there's only a couple people that like it made sense to ask. You know, like Kofi, it made sense to ask him when he was there because he was part of it. He was involved part of it. Like his name's involved in the lawsuit technically. You know what I mean? So that makes sense. Nia Jax, she was there. Like that one made sense. We didn't actually have to ask Nia because she kind of volunteered up the information herself, like a little bit when she started the interview. You know what I mean? She was just like, with everything going on this weekend, it's kind of a distraction, but we're just trying to stay focused and put on the best, you know what I mean? Like the good public, you know, PR answer. But, you know, that way I didn't have to ask because like there, she gave the answer and, you know, said what she needed to say. But we didn't get a chance to ask Kofi, you know, and stuff like that because we just didn't get, he didn't come to our side. And then everybody else was just, you know, NXT people and young roster guys. Uh-oh, I lost him. He'll be back. Oh, he's back. Here we go. There we go.
There we go.
There you go. But yeah, everybody else that was there was just like NXT call-ups that recently had come up, or like, you know, people that really weren't there long enough to have much of an opinion on what happened with events and everything. You know what I mean? Like, so it didn't. So it was one of those weird situations where it's like, you know, I'm sure you're going to catch flack for not asking all these people, but at the same time, what good does it do? Like, you know, they're not. I mean, you know what they're going to say. Like, oh, they hate it, of course. You know that it's terrible, but you know, like they don't really have any insight other than just like most of them read it as we did. You know what I mean? That's what I found out the whole time. Stop, buddy, hush. You know, like Natalia came up. If we had read it when we were there, she came up to ask, but we didn't get a chance to speak to her. Stop, Bauer. But she, you know, I read all 67 pages. You know, it's like, well, shit, you know, so did we, you know, so a lot of them were just like us. You know, they didn't know until we did.
Yeah.
But it made it very awkward all weekend because it was just kind of hanging over everybody. You know, it's just kind of hanging over everybody all weekend.
Yeah, it was tough to play kayfabe.
And then it's like, when we got a chance to add, like, we're around like the New Day and some of these people, it's like, oh, we're at the Boys and Girls Club event.
Yeah.
Do you really bring that up at the Boys and Girls Club event where they're dedicating a room to these kids to play it? You know what I mean? Definitely. So it's like, all right. You know, I think Nick asked a question. Bauer, buddy, we're recording, homie. Like, we're love that you're here. I love it, buddy. Just shh. Hey, quit it.
Dude, ask him
so,
you know, or Vince McMahon. How does he feel about Vince McMahon?
Dude, he found out as we did.
Yeah.
You know. So, you know, I mean, it was an interesting weekend. It was fun. Like everything down there was really cool. And I'd never done one before. So it was like my first time going and being in that environment, seeing how those things work. You know what I mean? So, because I've done them for other companies, so I knew what to expect there, but not for WWE. So, you know, like I knew, like the media little junket room was cool. I didn't really know how that was going to work. So now I know for future reference. So I know better how to prepare. You know what I mean? So it was a good learning experience for me, you know, honestly. And it was just a good time. You know, like I got a lot of fucking flack online for, you know, enjoying myself and having fun with my friends while I'm down there.
You should be having fun, dude.
Because Pete, that was the crazy thing. Is like, because like of all days, like you're gonna try
you're
gonna have fun today of all days. Like, you're gonna take pictures with your friends today of all days. Like, dude, what the fuck?
Dude, and like, fucking hey, dude, that lady was kind of paid handsomely, so she's fine. I can enjoy my day.
Yeah, I mean, and like regardless, that has nothing to do with the other. Like, we're there to.
We're journalists, dude. We'll get what we need.
We're there to work, and like a lot of us. And that's the thing. I'm like, I don't understand. Is like, I don't see a lot of these people all the time. You know what I mean? Like when we're only around each other a couple times a year. So it's like, oh, while you get the chance to be around these people, you take advantage of it and you go eat dinner, you have fun, you hang out. And it's just like, for people to be like, that's unprofessional and we are doing what we're doing is, I don't understand how people made the like connection and the leap that me taking pictures and hanging out with friends and like that and like sticking up for friends that were getting picked on online for fucking taking pictures with friends meant that I was somehow supporting Vince and what happened. But that's the leap that people were trying to make. The connection. And it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with you? You know, like, and like people saying that we should boycott and not be there for it. Like, you know, like there's a lot of people that work for WWE that aren't Vince McMahon. You know what I mean? And like, what are you supposed to, these people need jobs. These people need support too. You know what I mean? They had nothing to do with it, you know, like, I get that, like, the company, it's like, if you look at it, it's like, it's the company, the big evil or whatever, but like, it's not, I mean, they had a lot to do with covering it up, but the wrestlers didn't, you know what I mean? Like, the fucking production guy, the talent, the guy holding the camera, those guys didn't have shit to do with it, so like, but it's whatever. People are going to find something to complain about all the fucking time.
Nah, that's a ridiculous thing to complain about.
Yeah.
You're having too much fun doing this thing you're not involved with or had nothing to do with.
Right. And like, I took the picture in front of the backdrop because of one reason. My fucking mom, bless her little heart, was like, "Can you send me a picture?" And I sent one, and she was like, "Oh, can't even tell you're at the thing." I was like, "Oh fuck, okay." So I went and had my buddy that was there running camera just take a picture of me for it, so I could just send it to my mom. And then I was like, "Well, fuck it." And I even posted it as a joke. If people, me, I'm a smart, sarcastic asshole. So the comment in my picture is like obligatory Royal Rumble fucking media. I'm making fun of it at the same time. You know what I mean? Like, obligatory is obviously sarcastic, making fun of the fact that everybody's going to do it. Everybody's going to talk shit. And then here I go taking strays for it. So, I mean, whatever, bro. Like, I'll deal with it. Like, I don't care. I'm one of the better people, too, because it's not going to upset me like it upsets, a lot of other people.
Yeah.
But fuck them, dude. Like, I mean, people being jealous. And, like, I know that a lot of these people that were talking all that shit, given the opportunity, would have been right there doing this.
Yeah.
Like, I hate, you know what I mean, buddy? Like, get off your fucking high horse and your fucking,
yeah,
the hill you think you're dying on. You know what I mean? Like,
jump off the hill.
At the end of the day, I'm trying to, make a fucking living and trying to keep this roof over my head and pay for my fucking dog to not die and shit like that. And I have to go do these things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I thought everybody handled it well. I thought Nick asked very good questions. Cam asked amazing questions. Alba did great. Somebody else, Alba, drawing a fucking blank because I'm just drawing. But yeah, everybody did good. Everybody except for fucking the dude that Steve Fall asked the shitty question. That was an awful question. And
what did Steve ask?
It was after Nick's question, right? Nick asked the question to Cody, perfectly worded, wonderful question, and it was good to ask it to Cody because Cody was an executive. So it's like, hey, you were in this position as somebody that is supposed to look after your talent. What do you think? Blah, blah, blah. And, it was a great way to ask it, perfectly worded question. So the next thing up is Steve Foley. He's like, onto a nicer question or whatever the fuck, just trying to throw Nick under the bus for like that and trying to kiss ass.
Yeah.
First of all, that's a question that needs to be asked. We're supposed to ask these questions.
Yeah.
So like, fuck you for being like that. That's kind of shitty.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely shitty.
Second of all, like, the question you're going to follow it up with is you really ask Cody if he's going to finish his story at WrestleMania. Motherfucker, really? And really, watch Raw and find out. Like, that's literally what. I mean, what the fuck? What are you doing? You're wasting everyone's time. I would rather have asked about Taylor Swift again. I would have defended that like I defended him last time for that because technically that was a fine question. People jumped to shit for that at the time, but like, dude, she's everywhere. She's topical. She's a fucking thing to. And then like, what was it? The next fucking pay-per-view, there's music people being referenced and talked about in the press conference. So it's not. That was a fine one. I'd rather ask some shit like that to follow up. But the way he did that was just like, come on, man, we're there to do that. You don't need to make it backfired on him. If you like search Twitter that night for a nicer question, it was just people roasting him. But I mean, all in all, I think everything that weekend was fun. I had a blast, man. Me and Cam, we had a good time. We hung out. Got to see a lot of we went to GCW. We went to Effie. Shout out Effie, Big Gay Brunch. I was also wearing my Wrestling is Gay fucking shirt at the presser, so that was fun. Everybody could see me in my bright pink Wrestling is Gay shirt, and they keep getting posted pictures of that. I'm like, I got you, F. That's my guy. So I'm always going to support Effie, wear my Effie shit when I can.
Yeah.
But that was a fun weekend, man. I got down there Thursday. We did the media junket thing Friday. Then Cam and I picked him up at the airport, and we went to the Boys and Girls Club function that WWE did. And then I dropped him off, and I hauled ass to GCW for the show that night. That was awesome. And I was supposed to go to Mega Ran's Battle Rumble rap thing with Leo Rush AJ Francis and fucking all those people were going to be at. But the GCW show didn't
the
end in
wrestle
time.
rappers, all the wrestle rappers.
Yeah, wrestle rappers. That didn't end. The GCW didn't end in time for me to make it there because I was just busy, just doing shit. So I had Masha and Akira and everybody with me. So by the time we were loaded up and ready to fucking go, it's like, oh, we're already back at the hotel. So I was like, God damn it. So we ended up just bullshitting. I don't think I slept but 3 or 4 hours the entire weekend.
Nice.
I got back to the hotel at like 5 or 6 every morning, of course.
And libations were had.
Yeah.
Potions were thrown.
Yeah, and we had the Effie's Big Gay Brunch was on Saturday, and that started at fucking noon.
Yeah.
So like, you better get moving a couple hours early because traffic and just nonsense. So that was fun. That was an awesome show. And then we went.
Where's the Rumble? The Rumble was in St. Pete, right?
It was in St. Pete, yeah, and everything else was in Tampa.
I was there the week before. I was doing a comedy festival out there, and we had to go.
St. Pete or you in Tampa?
It was both. It was brutal. Okay. I did not know it was an hour's drive, dude. It's brutal. It's so
imagine having Royal Rumble traffic in town, and it was this fucking Gasparilla festival in town as well. Yeah, it's this huge fucking street festival thing. I have no idea what the fuck it actually is. I thought it was something to do with military because that's what the lady at the hotel asked me. Yeah. But I honestly don't have a fucking clue what it is. But like, it was there, and it's apparently huge. Yeah. There are people dressed as pirates walking the streets. It's like a pirate street festival thing. I have no idea what the fuck it is. Like, dude, half the city was shut down for that too. So like, traffic was fucking horrendous.
Yeah. I didn't know the water was so high in Florida. I didn't know it could be that high. It's so close to the land. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, I'm there all the time. But yeah, I go down there all the time. What was crazy for me is that bridge. So you went across the bridge.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that bridge is in the water. It's floating.
My ex-fiance that I went to high school with her. We got engaged. Her family. That bridge is named after her grandfather.
Oh, really?
So her grandfather is Howard Franklin, and that's the Howard Franklin Bridge. And like, she was there as a kid dedicating the bridge, like cutting the ribbon and shit.
Yeah.
So it's like, when I was on it, I'm like, brother, I almost married into some wild ass Florida money. Things would be so different for this fucking project. I'm telling you right now.
Dude, Bauer wouldn't even have to worry about stones.
He wouldn't have to worry. This project would be well funded. We'd all be living large. It's whatever. But Tampa was fun. That was my first time actually spending time in Tampa. My dog just fucked up my light over there. Bauer's being an asshole. That's okay. He's feeling better. He just totally knocked over my fucking light stand and tripod, but it's okay.
Asshole.
Yeah, man. I'm getting there. So I'm telling you, we were on our way to the venue, to the Royal Rumble, right? Yeah. So we stop and get barbecue. Cam and I do, and we find this hole in the wall barbecue place, right? There's no seating in the place. That you walk into the room, you walk into the building, and it's just like this one little open room, no seats, a cooler with your drinks in it, and then a window to order your food, right?
Yeah.
You know right away this shit's gonna be fucking on point. There's like the menus painted on the wall. You know what I mean? Like, brother, I knew I was in when I looked into the cooler. They had the drinks and there's styrofoam cups filled up with stuff. And I was like, "What's in here?" And she was fruit punch.
Yeah,
I mean, they got homemade fruit punch in a cup, already ready to go. Getting that, you know what I mean? So like, I got that. We got the fucking ribs and barbecue, and dude, so we load up on that shit, and we're just eating in the car, crushing food. We meet up with our buddy Caden. Shout out Caden. And then the best part is that like we park, we're walking in. I find a parking on the street, so I don't have to pay the $100 for parking.
Yeah,
$100 fucking dollars to park. And I'm trying to be like, hey man, I'm media.
Yeah,
park, I'm media. You know what I mean? And they're like, yeah, we don't give a fuck. There's no media parking. I'm like, yeah, but I'm media. They're like, bro, we don't even get the free parking. Go to the next lot. I'm like, God damn it. So I go to the next lot. I try it again. They're like, yeah, there's no fucking media parking. It's in your email. And I'm like, damn, you know about that?
Yeah.
I knew it was in the email. I was trying to cardi my way in. I was trying to cardi my way in, man. I was like, damn. I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna have to pay. And I was like, this one's $75. I'm like,
God
yeah,
damn.
there's better down the block. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go down the block then. So I'm like a mile away, and I'm like, yeah, fuck that. There's gotta be street parking. You know, I look and there's cops blocking off all the roads, but we see some parking on the streets. We pull up, we park. I'm like, fuck yeah, we're good. As we're cutting past this like brewery, there's some porta potties out back, and I go to pee, and we're just cutting through alleys to get to the venue because we can see the venue, but we're literally going to navigating between streets. You know what I mean, and cutting through alleys between businesses. And I see this fucking shopping cart full of homeless treasures. Right? There's like a balled up hoodie, like some baggies tied up. It looks like they got random things in it, like clothes and stuff.
Piece of glass with electrical tape around it.
There's a tarp. There's a tarp covering a bunch of shit in the buggy part. You know what I mean, like blankets and shit. But sitting on top, have you seen my werewolf that I brought back?
Wow.
Okay. So sitting on top is this guy, just sitting there.
A werewolf.
Yeah, it's a werewolf bust, like a statue.
Oh wait, I'm so sorry. Wait, so what's happening with my phone?
This thing is just sitting there. Bauer's like, what the fuck, by the way. So yeah, this thing is just sitting on top of this fucking, it's on wood.
Chupacabra?
I think it's a werewolf, but people thought it was a chupacabra. It could be.
It looks like a lichen from the damn Underworld movies.
So that's what, so I think it's lichen like a werewolf, but it's just sitting on this thing. And this is like 3:00 in the afternoon, just sitting there, just chilling on this homeless shopping cart full of homeless treasures.
Yeah.
I'm all about it. We leave, we go to the show. We come back. Caden's no longer with us. It's just Cam and I. And we eventually make our way back by, and I pass it again. Brother, it is now 1:30, 1 in the morning, right?
Yeah.
This thing's still sitting there.
Same part, same position.
Hobo Joe isn't there to fucking fight me off and to defend it, you know what I mean, to protect his treasure. So I'm like, that's mine. That's mine now. Cam is like, hey, man, that's cursed. And I'm like, brother, you can't get cursed twice. So I brought this thing back. And I will say that I think it might have been cursed because, like I said, I've had 2 family members die. All right, I've had 2 family members die the week I get back. One of them a massive heart attack. The other one is a cousin of mine. It's her husband, and he is working on his truck, and the jack falls and crushes him.
Yeah.
Bro. So 2 deaths, freak deaths in a week. My mom gets a blood infection and in the hospital. My dog about dies, but I got this cursed fucking object bringing evil into my house. So
you got to take it back.
I don't think you can. I don't know. I don't know if that's
or
possible.
Change your last name.
Something's got to happen, but I definitely thought that I was, pervious to the curse. But
no, man,
I brought back some evil and death. It's been nothing but a black cloud hanging over this house as I brought that goddamn thing home.
Dude, you're getting monkey pawed.
That's what everybody was saying. It's like this monkey paw, and I'm like, nah, dude, it's a fucking chupacabra. It's a werewolf. It's fine.
Goddamn chupacabra. Dude, you better not let your curse affect me. If your damn curse affects me, we're gonna have a problem, dude. Me and you, WrestleMania 55. Okay.
It's just the house. It's just everything inside this house now.
All right, cool.
Or connected, or related to me. But that was fun. It was a good weekend.
Dude, related to you is vague. That's Final Destination rules, dude. That's vague as hell.
That's true. But you went to Dynamite last weekend, right?
Dude,
or last night. 2 nights ago.
I went to Dynamite, Rampage, and a little bit of ROH. It was a long ass show. But they
always are, bro. They fucking really make, because they're not doing Collision this week, so they did ROH too, huh? Yeah. So I've been to one of those where it's like, oh, it's a 5.5 hour marathon.
Yeah, it was brutal. It was a little brutal, but it was so much fun.
That's awesome. You had good seats too. It looked like, man.
Yeah,
right there.
Dude, they fucking treated us like stars. They gave us backstage. Let's go backstage and meet some guys. Talk to us a little bit. No.
What the fuck you talking about, dude? I've seen this podcast you're on, bro. This thing's get fucking 100,000 or 500,000 views.
Yeah.
What the fuck you talking about?
I'm me. But
hey, man, you're humble. Hey man, you're humble. You can't take it from me, brother. You're just out there working, brother.
I'm just
Tell me about it. Tell me about the show. What was the high points for you? Tell me about the backstage stuff. Was there anybody back there? Anybody hanging out that because there's always usually some friends hanging out.
I saw Hobbs, Don Callis. I saw a lot of people. Hit Red Velvet with a, "Hey, Red Velvet, how are you today?" She's like, "Hey," and I was like, "Oh man, I'm melting."
Wait, who was it?
Red Velvet.
Oh yeah, okay.
Got to see my personal queen Aminata up close. When I got to introduce to All Hell. I'm trying to get this going. You got to get it going for her. You got to hell Aminata when you see her on the ring.
I like that. I can get behind that movement, and I support that, and I will help you in that process.
Yeah, dude. She's
big fan of her work. Big fan of her work. Always have.
Yeah, I just discovered her like last year. She's looking awesome. She's great. She's great at wrestling.
Yeah, I've been around her a couple times. I don't know her, but everybody that I know that wrestles is huge fans of her. So.
Dude, when her match when she was wrestling Anna Jay, it was like the first match of the night where I was like, oh, they're getting technical. They're fucking getting technical. It was like all wrestling up top. It was nice. Jeff Hardy, that was crazy. I was right. We snuck up on the front row for that, dude.
I saw that. Thanks for the video, by the way. Yeah. And we uploaded that to the site, and I saw so many people fucking rip that off the site somehow too. And I was like, "Hey, motherfucker, at least credit." I'm like, dude, goddamn, bro. Like, I purposely did that so you couldn't rip it, and then they did it.
No, it was crazy, dude. Because when Sammy came down, I thought it was like just a regular like shooting star, but then like once Jeff kicked out, you saw all the blood come out of his mouth. It's like, oh fuck, what the hell happened? And then they showed the replay, and they were trying to figure out like how it was like 4 or 5 minutes before they were like, all right, Jeff is fine before we can finish this match.
Oh really? So yeah. I wonder how they'll fix that in editing. I bet there won't be that 5-minute like downtime where they're just figuring it out. And I saw afterwards, was there a fucking middle finger? Middle finger to?
But I think that's because Jeff's on the angle where he's going heel now. He's working his way heel. He's like building to a heel Jeff Hardy. He's been doing that for weeks after all of his matches recently.
But wasn't it Matt that gave him the finger?
Yeah, but this was the first time Matt was out there in a while. So I think Matt's going heel too. Jeff gave him the Italian, and Matt gave him the old classic.
So it was a storyline. It wasn't a hey man, fuck you for hurting him.
No, that wasn't. That was storyline stuff. And then I think they had at the end they had Hobbs come out and squash or put Sam through a table. I don't know if that was like planned, but it felt like something to
Sammy through the table.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they they rushed Jeff out. He was wobbly like a motherfucker, dude. They rushed him out quick.
Yeah, I think it said today broken nose, and they thought he might have had a concussion.
Well, he definitely had a concussion.
It looked like he was unconscious.
Dude,
like I saw the video, it looked like he's just fucking like out, like fucking out. Like if you're unconscious, you have a fucking concussion. Like that's just fucking.
He took a knee across the nose and temple. That's a brutal death.
This was rough, bro.
Yeah.
At first, I was like, I didn't see what I was looking at when you sent me the video. I was like, wait, what am I looking at? And you're like, as soon as you said, I was like, oh,
yeah.
God damn. Like, oops,
you're like, that's a picture-perfect shooting star press, dude. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I was like, what happened? Is it his knees? And you're like, no. I'm like, oh, I'm stupid high. I'm fucking stoned as shit, not paying attention to things. Fuck. So speaking of my Rocky poster above me, are you going to be in Philly next month or 2 months for the Mania?
I believe so. I have to. I think I have. All right. I was supposed to do a show in Madden, Florida, but I'm thinking I'm going to do a show in Michigan with Shane, and then I'm going to go to WrestleMania that Sunday for sure.
Okay, so you're gonna. So you'll only be there for like Sunday then. Saturday.
Yeah, but I'm getting some money, man. Get moving.
Yeah, so you're only doing night 2. You're gonna do night 1 then.
No, I'm gonna be watching night 1 all live, but I'm not gonna be there. But night 2 is gonna be the time of my life. I hope.
I was hoping you're gonna be there for the week because I should be there like Wednesday or so probably.
Oh, okay. Well, no, I'm in Austin now.
I was hoping you were going to be up there visiting and stuff for the week because I was like, hey, where am I staying, by the way? Too?
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, you want me to? I'll fucking ask the people if you want.
Yeah, I mean, my buddy's supposed to let because my roommate wrestles, so him and Killjoy, Mike and Rob Killjoy, they have bookings already. So the three of us are up there, but I think we potentially have my buddy's apartment to stay at, but he's got like a wife and 2 kids.
Hit up Slack,
baby.
Hang out with Slack.
So I'll figure it out, dude. We're wrestling.
Dude, do you know Slack?
Go what?
You get the death matches, Slack.
Oh, Slack? Yeah, I know that.
Yeah. Dude, stay at his house. He lives up there.
Yeah, that's true. They do know, like they know him too, so I could actually hit that up. But
that'd be a fucking crazy ass house. The sucklings and Slack.
Goddamn, right?
Man, AEW was really fun. I loved it. It was a great time. They treated me really nice. Amanda, they treated me real nice. Fucking A, it was awesome. It was great because the lady, Amanda Huber, was the lady, and she was nice. It was awesome.
That's what I was asking when I was texting you that. I was like, was it Amanda that you were in touch with or whatever?
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
Did you eat catering? Did you have food? Did you get to try the food out in catering?
No, I felt I was being too much of a fan. I was just trying to contain it in the back, just being like, you know.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, shit, I wish I was able to. If you should have texted me when you went back there, I told you some people to holler at so that you could had the
just a little
icebreaker. Yeah.
Dude,
like,
I saw Cash.
Hey.
I saw Cash on the phone a little bit. I was like, hey, what's up?
That's my boy. Yeah, that's one of the ones. You should have hit him up.
Yeah, it was fun. Nana came over. He talked. Nana's the man.
Oh, dude, I lost a bet to him over World Cup soccer one time. So
really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
America lost to West Ghana that year.
America.
Look,
America's usually not that good at it.
No, of course not. I like to gamble, and I will definitely fucking lose money on this.
You thought you could beat just any part of Africa at the one thing they're good at for sure, except for mining.
Right, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, they have nothing but a ball, and they just run around and kick shit in the fucking in the goddamn grasslands all day. And here I am being like, you know what? America can take it.
Yeah, dude, we have luxury.
We got that one guy. What's his name?
Wow. Every guy I think of is a UFC guy, Tim Kennedy.
Yeah, no, I can't think of his name. He was a little soft. He didn't win us any fucking titles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
are you doing? Oh, Bauer's checking out the fucking cursed zombie. That's what he's doing. The werewolf. That's what he's doing. I was like, what are you doing?
So, dude, all right. What do you think about Mania? Like, what do you think? We didn't get to talk Rock Cody stuff. What do you think about that?
We're getting into it. What do I think? I mean, I would have been. I was on Team Rock. I would have been all about it. I could care less. For me,
I'm a Cody baby.
That's fine. I mean, I get it too. Like, I want Cody to eventually have it, but I don't see there really being a rush. Like, the money is in the chase. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it always is, because like the money is in the chase. So it's his fight to get there and then finally get it, and that's what's like we're building toward. That's whatever.
I feel like if you're chasing for a really long time, people are going to start to not give a fuck.
Or they start to expect that it's never going to happen, and then when it finally does, it means more. But right now, it's like one of those situations where everybody's so adamant on this is his time. It should happen now.
Yeah.
If it doesn't, I'm going to love it. I'm going to fucking love it if he loses. I fucking will absolutely fucking love it because it's something that people didn't expect, you know, and then you get to see what's left in the story. Like, I mean, that
when do you think Damian Priest cashes in?
Right after.
Yeah.
As soon as it's fucking over.
As soon as Cody wins.
And that way it's like, oh, you finished your story, but it got taken away from you again, and now the fucking chase is back on. That's the only way to make it fucking interesting.
Yeah.
Because what's going to happen when Cody wins the belt? Like, how do you keep that interesting?
Yeah, he gets robbed immediately.
How are you interested in him? What's going to make an interesting storyline if Roman's not in it, coming back for it? Because you think if it's taken, I'm just going to have some time away or something, probably, right? So what happens next? You know, like,
I was thinking Roman doesn't even lose until SummerSlam because that's his pay-per-view.
Exactly, and I'd be okay with that too.
Yeah.
I would be. I mean, I literally would be okay with him losing again and him having to three-peat at the Rumble to try and actually fucking do it. And it'd be like an all or nothing. You know what I mean? Like if I don't do it this time, it's fucking. Like I can't.
I feel like the Rock coming back, people feel like he's just like he did because he's come back a couple times, but he hasn't done anything. Like if John Cena came back and was suddenly thrust because people are like, this will be a bigger pay-per-view. I don't think people would be as mad because he was more recently actively wrestling. Even though he hasn't won in 5 years, like people would still be like, they wouldn't be like surprised if he came. But The Rock is like, it's just like, it's rude. It's just like, it's like a.
It's not
It's
like
like
it's his. It's not like it's his decision, though. I mean, the WWE.
I mean, it kind of is his decision, dude.
I mean, not at the end of the day. At the end of the day, it's the company's decision.
Yeah.
Of what they're going to do. And I was reading now that he's the one that's pushing for the tag match and for Cody to be in that spot, and which is fine too because having him come back plays into what I was saying, making the story more interesting. It gets people more behind Cody, and it prolongs it to where you don't have to rush it. It doesn't have to be over in a month and a half.
The title isn't online. The title wouldn't be online.
Is.
Okay.
It is. It's going to be, but I would have rather had the Rock in the match to prolong Cody getting there. Myself.
How do you do like a story? How do you do a world title tag match, Phil? Like the winner.
They're not going to do. That's going to be night one, and night two will be the singles match.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay.
Night one's going to be the tag match, Roman and Rock, I guess, and then Cody and Seth, and then night two will be the singles match for the belt.
Yeah.
But for me, I would be okay with stretching it. You know what I mean? Like I'm in no rush to see him finish the story because like when it's finished, that's it. Like literally, that's it's in the fucking saying it alone. Finish the story. The story's finished.
Is Seth injured really bad? Why is he wrestling twice, dude? That would be crazy. He's like coming Seth. Is he like injured like not that bad?
Because Seth's only wrestling once.
No, I'm saying like you're saying Seth and Cody versus Rock and Roman on night one. Then Seth would have to like defend his title against Drew McIntyre the next night.
In theory.
Yeah.
Yeah. But a tag match, one thing about a tag match is a lot of times you can work around an injury.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
True.
And he's had some time off to heal too, so we don't know exactly how bad it was or where he's at now with it.
Yeah.
But, a tag match would be a way to kind of protect him too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you can do some stuff in tag matches to, make sure that.
Yeah. Tag matches are the reason I hate watching New Japan matches in America.
The tag matches are useful if you don't do too many. New Japan does a lot, and that's like their thing, though. You know what I mean? That's kind of always their thing. But
they get like an American guy to take all the bumps, and they're like, "Look, we're gonna send our Japanese guy to finish him." I hate the live formula they have here. I hate it.
Are you gonna wait? Is there?
That's why also
is there a New Japan show in Texas? Is there a New Japan show in Texas, or is it just?
No, I went in Philly. I went in Philly before I left. I went to like Worlds Collide.
I was trying to think if they. I know that they got Windy City Riot coming up, and then
in where Austin?
It's in Chicago. I was asking, is there one in Austin? Is there one in Texas? I was asking you if you know.
I don't know. There's a league. There's a federation down here called AAPW. That's that I hear is pretty good, or Inspire AD, I think.
Where were you rolling around the other day? I saw that fucking. I can pull it. Let me pull that up for people. Too, where was that? Where was that at?
Me and my boy Dean Sandfield, we went to Lions Pride Wrestling Academy, I believe. Lions Pride or Lions Den, I can't remember. But it was in Bryan, Texas, out near Texas A&M. It was pretty cool. It was fun. Shout out Zay. Shout out Alex. Shout out Axe. Shout out Jack. Shout out Mag.
Was that
it was fun.
First time rolling around?
No. No, but like it was the first time where I got the full where they gave me the full thing,
Let's see. Hang on. I'm going to show somebody. We're going to show everybody this real quick here.
Dude, I'm going to start working, dude. I'm about to get a match, dude. I'm working. Oh, yeah.
Is it? Can we see it?
Yeah, I seen it. Hell yeah.
There we go. Boom. Look at you, bro. Those arms fit, right? Let's watch one more time.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that. Popped it, bro. He popped it. That's good.
Oh, really? You know, just trying to get up here. I want to have a match, dude. I want one match. I still think I could be WWE champion, dude. I'll be a 40-year-old WWE champion. I think I could talk my way into.
You wouldn't be the first.
Yeah, no, I know, right? I think I'm gonna be the first comedian WWE champion, dude. People are gonna hate it.
I mean, you already got an in at Catalyst, so we already can. I'm sure that convince them to book you in a match.
Match, give me a match, dude. I don't want to fight Wrecking Ball yet. I have to build up to Wrecking Ball. He beat the shit out of me.
Dude, let's you in there with Julius Smokes, man. Let's get you in the ring with Smokes.
Yeah, so he can beat the shit out of me.
Dude, do something crazy. Do something fucking crazy to you. And then give you some fucking weed tincture in the back.
Yeah, dude. Fucking, yeah.
Huh? How strong is it? I don't know. Eat it. All right.
Thank you.
And the other one was like, open your mouth. I'm like, what? He's like, open up. He just like dumps like this liquid in my mouth. Like, what was it? He goes, you'll get high. I'm like, okay.
You'll get high.
Okay. The right kind of high. I mean, what are we talking about here?
Yeah.
Damn it. It's too late now. Shit's down the throat. Fuck.
Yeah, it's already swallowed. Fuck.
Yeah, I'm like, what are we doing, huh? I got this fucking terrible. Yeah. I'm also the guy saying, what's that, drugs? Huh?
What's that, drugs?
Yeah, what's that? What are we doing? Is it good? Should I do this?
Sure, yeah.
So, we got Rampage tonight. You're going to watch that. It starts early, 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
Right there for that.
7 6 o'clock here.
SmackDown tonight. Are you going to watch that? Or you got shows tonight?
Yeah, I got some shows tonight. I'm at Cap City with Doogie Horner in the Red Room. And then I got to do 20 minutes at the Creek in the Cave after that. So that'll be fun. It'll be a good night.
Nothing wrong with
40
that.
minutes of comedy. Probably the same jokes, both shows. Come on.
Oh, that's the way to do it, man. Shit, man. Get that set dialed in.
Yeah. Oh, man. I don't know if I look tired or swollen. I gotta stop drinking.
I mean, hey, either one. You know, keep them guessing. Keep everybody guessing.
Keep them guessing.
Yeah.
What else? NXT stuff.
You watch much TNA? Or
got injured?
TNA lately?
Dude, Scott D'Amore got fired. I don't know if I'm going to watch.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, well, I mean, they put fucking Tommy Dreamer in charge of creative too.
Oh, really? But still, dude, I like Scott D'Amore. I don't know why he got fired. Scott D'Amore. Yeah, I don't know.
The reports that I saw was that he had tried to buy the company, and they, didn't sell to him, and that they were having issues over direction as far as like he wanted to spend money and grow it, and they were like, no, we're not spending any more fucking money, and that it wasn't a surprise too that it had been known for weeks.
It's ridiculous because they literally had Will Ospreay and Okada there. Like they could have kept them.
They got Namath. They got Namath.
Yeah.
They got Top Dollar.
Yeah. I mean, dude,
he just showed up last week. So I mean, yeah.
Those are fine. I got to be honest. I like both those guys. I do, but I don't know. Right. I don't know if there's much more Nick Nemeth can do. I don't know if there's much more AJ Francis can do.
I like AJ. I think he's finding his character more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like WWE, like he was trying to be. I think he had a vision for what he wanted his character to be, but like they were not doing enough to allow that to happen. It's like they like, yeah, that's what we want you to do, but then they're not going to help him fucking reach that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see where it goes because I mean, like everybody said the same thing. Everyone said the same thing with Matt Cardona when he fucking left. They're like, oh, who's gonna fucking? What's he gonna do? That blah blah blah. Now he's the most fucking. He is the biggest draw in the Indies, basically.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like,
He's the Indies.
Yeah, so I mean, there's a big. I'm a big AJ Francis guy. I love the dude. I saw him, hung out with him a little bit in Tampa. Big supporter of that guy's work. I love his music. He does a lot of shit for the community in Maryland. His canned food drive every year, I donate to it. I hit him up this year and I asked him, like, I'm in North Carolina, not Maryland, so I can't drop off shit. How can I contribute? I always forget the link. He sends me the link. I contribute how I can because he's a good dude, man. He's a good guy. I like his work, and I hope he finds a lot more success on the Indies than he was ever able to get there. Because I think he's a dude. I mean, he's a fucking pro football player. He's a lineman, defensive tackle, right? I mean, like, motherfucker's talented as shit. He's an incredible athlete, an incredible fucking athlete,
and he can rap.
Yeah, and that being able to perform in rap like that should translate into being able to be a good character on screen because it's just you're an entertainer, you're a performer, and I think without being restricted and having the fucking leash off of him, I think he'll really be able to fucking come into his own.
Yeah,
like I'm a big, like I said, I'm a big fan of his work, man. So I like it. Like I that was one of the main reasons I went to the GCW show Friday night. Hauled ass to get there across town. I wanted to make sure that I was there for that match because I figured they were on first because he had to go do the show with Mega Ran and they were first.
Yeah.
So, but and like Nana, same thing. It's like we don't know we haven't really got a chance to see what he's going to do with his character.
Dude, it's crazy. I remember Mega Ran because like in Philly, Mega Ran would come to all the he would be at all the video game conferences and doing rap and stuff, like all the fucking game competitions. He was the man, dude. Mega Ran's the man.
He's the man, dude. Got to see him a little bit. Talked to him. He did a review for us. He reviewed the Iron Claw for Bodyslam.
Yeah.
So
what did he say? Was it good? Dude.
Have you not seen it yet?
Oh, I seen it. No, I want to know what Mega Ran thinks about the Iron Claw.
I mean, he liked it. He went into depth. I mean, I'll send you the link. There's a lot. I mean, he broke down characters and what he very well thought out review.
The movie's very well acted. It's a well acted movie.
I agree, and I would not be surprised if we see some, Oscar nods from a lot of from numerous people.
Just for the actor,
numerous people for that movie. Like I think Zac Efron should probably get it for lead.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if
Jeremy Allen White,
Mara Tierney might get it.
David is it David?
That was Bill Hickinson, I think is his name, or no, something Hickinson. Yeah. Anyway, that's the guy from the Murder at the Edge of the World, the guy that played David. Jeremy Allen White played fucking Carrie. Yeah. So I mean, any of those guys, all of them are good. Like they could either get supporting, and fucking the guy from Fight Club, the mechanic, the guy from Mindhunter, that was the dad, Fritz. He killed it.
Yeah, that guy was great. He looked just like their dad, actually.
Sounded a lot like him too. Yeah. Looked like him. Yeah. So I mean. I watched that movie again last night. I bought it on fucking Prime because it wasn't on Max yet. I watched it again last night. Oh shit! What's up, Dan? Dan, man, from the Wrestling Road Stories podcast.
How are you, baby?
Real good show. You guys should check out Wrestling Road Stories. Awesome concept. Talking to wrestlers just about road stories, like the fucking title says. So fantastic fucking gimmick for the show. Lost my train of thought, but man. What are we talking about? Fuck, I lost.
Wait, we're talking about TNA. Then we went to Iron Claw. We're talking about Iron Claw.
Iron Claw, yeah. I watched it last night, like I was saying, I really like it. I think I don't know if it'll get directing.
Yeah.
But
there was a lot of weird choices in directing in this and the writing in the script, dude. I remember at the end when Kerry went to heaven and he was like, "Hey, everybody, I know we're all here, but I'm here to see my big brother Jack," and then a little baby walked out. That was so funny.
Which was like, which is fine because the kid died. He died as a kid, right? So it's like the age they were when they died. But yet, Zac Efron literally said he was 5 when his big brother Jack died.
Yeah,
that kid was like 3.
Yeah, that kid was. He was like.
So yeah, I mean, I won't go nitpick because it's like I'm already fucking crying at that point. But it's like,
but it was too funny. It was so funny. Yeah.
Yeah, no. That was a weird choice.
I also hated Zac Efron carrying his body to the table. That was like It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that didn't happen.
Yeah.
I think the dad found him.
Yeah.
Not even Kevin. I think
Dude, I think the dad killed him. No. I'm goofing.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm playing around.
obviously contributed. I mean, like, fucking that ranking system didn't help things, I don't think. But
Nah, dude. I'm gonna rank my sons.
It's motivation to do better, right? That's all it is.
Yeah, I'm like, whichever one of you is number one can have a name.
Yeah. The rest of you, 1 and 2, or 2 and 3. Not even number 1. Number one's got a name.
Yeah, doing trois.
Like Dan pointed out, like he didn't even know. A lot of people did it. That was only talked about in some books, like Bret Hart's book, and Roddy had talked about it, and most people didn't know.
Yeah.
But if you go back and look at a lot of old footage from his time there at WWF, you can see him like on the mat and his fucking foot turned the wrong fucking way. Where
really?
Like, the prosthetics come undone, and you can see it's like, oh, your foot shouldn't look like that. You know what I mean? Like, oh fuck, is he okay? Like, no, his foot's not even there.
Yeah.
But they could have used. I mean, I thought it was weird to totally leave Chris out.
Yeah. I read that the writer was like Chris and Carrie died too similarly. Dude, leaving Chris out and talking, that's what was extra funny about the dang funeral, the heaven scene, is you leave Chris out, but then Carrie goes to heaven and requests the guy literally nobody knows.
Right. And they actually kind of incorporated a little bit of Chris's character into Mike.
Yeah.
Because, like, so the table when Mike's sitting there talking, they're all eating before his music gig.
Yeah.
And he's like talking about the camera angles and stuff like that and the cool camera shots. Chris was actually the one as a kid running the cameras and probably responsible for coming up with those unique camera angles and stuff.
Shots. Yeah.
So that's probably why Mike was bringing that up in that conversation. Like, oh, let's talk about the camera stuff because that's what Chris did.
Yeah.
But he was.
They probably just didn't put Chris in it because of budget. That's probably was like
or time. I don't think it was budget. I think it was probably time.
It's probably
And I think it's like you also have that as a director and a fucking producer, you have to be like, okay, we're cramming a lot of suicide into 2 hours. You know what I mean? And like you said, it's very similar, but it's just like you really got to, like, you can't space that out. You know what I mean? So it's like we got it because like the time between Mike and Carrie's was like 25 minutes.
Yeah.
And technically, you would have had to put another one in between there. So it's like, you're going to have 3 suicides in 30 minutes?
Yeah.
How do you get your audience back from that? You know what I mean? That's kind of the point, too, is I think they were like, from although it fucks with the history, but from like, for me, because I have a film and video production degree.
But dude, there's no
like,
good.
My mind wants to think of it from that aspect of like, I have a degree in film and video production. I intended to make movies. That was what my original plan was, right?
But to be fair to not to be fair, but like, to be fair to the 3 suicide thing, there's no satisfying end to the movie. You know, like Carrie just has to keep on living.
Okay, so
not Carrie, Kevin. Right?
The satisfying end was so Kevin wanted to buy the ranch to live with his brothers and their family, right? That was what his dream was.
Yeah.
So as he's sitting there crying, realizing that he is the only brother and he doesn't have brothers anymore, and he's watching his 2 kids, Marshall and Ross, play football like his used to do, and he's crying. And they come to talk to him, and they're like, "What's the matter, Dad?" And he's like, "Oh, you shouldn't see me cry." And then like they ask him why he's crying, and he doesn't have brothers. And they're like, "Well, we'll be your brothers."
Yeah.
And then he starts crying too because he also realizes that like he's being like his dad. You shouldn't cry. And then they're like, "No, Dad, we cry all the time. It's okay to cry." And then he's like, it's like maybe he's breaking the curse too.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be different. They're not the same people that his dad is, he is, that everybody else is, obviously. And with them being his brothers, then it shows like it even says like he did buy the ranch and he lived there with his brothers. And he shows all the kids. The kids said that he was going to be his brother, so all the kids moved in with their family. So technically, that's the only way to make that to turn that story to make it happy is to focus on that point. Is that the kids promised that they will be your brothers, Dad, and then so they all moved to the fucking ranch in Hawaii with their dad, like they said they would do.
Dude, they were at AEW this week too. They matched.
Oh, dude, I was gonna say in Texas, I was gonna ask you if they were there.
They tagged with old Dustin.
Oh, was that on Rampage or was that on
Rampage? I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Were they? Did you get to talk to them backstage?
No, I didn't know. I don't know how. I don't because people don't know me yet. Or they're not I'm not I can't just show up and be like, blah, blah, blah. I still have to be like, I'm friends with, and then and I don't want to do that. That's fucking lame. I just want to go back there.
Work on that.
I looked and just went back. Yeah.
We'll work on that. The reason people know me is because I act like I belong there a lot of times when I do not.
Yeah.
I don't really think I belong there at all. And it's like, who the fuck is this guy? And they're like, oh, that's Cassidy.
Yeah.
Oh, who's Cassidy? And they're like, oh, I'm here. I'm in. Yeah. So that's a lot of times just man. Hey man.
Yeah.
Present the fact that you should be there. Don't worry about it. You're there.
Dude, it was literally everybody.
Look, bro, I've not been back.
Yeah.
Just I know a lot of people and they don't let me backstage.
Yeah.
Once they see you on the show with me, they might not let you backstage.
Nah, it's okay. It'll be fine. We're nice. We're so nice.
I really like everyone at AEW. They do a really good job making you feel
welcome. It was awesome.
Welcome, special, part of everything. You know what I mean? Even from a fan's perspective, not just someone like me and you who get a little bit different treatment. You know what I mean? But I know for fans, that's a lot of the things I've talked to people at these shows. 'Cause I like to talk to people. When I'm sitting in the crowd, the little kids and the dads and the people and talking to them about their show at the weekend, what they've been doing. And that's one of the things too, is I hear from them is just the accessibility that they have to people, you know what I mean? And being able to do shit and just so that's always cool. And it just, to feel like you're part of the show is always better than to feel like you're just there, as an observer,
Yeah. So. Yeah. You're not trying to just watch the play. You're trying to sort of be the crowd in the play.
Yeah, and they incorporate you. So you see that they called out they talk to people during the breaks. You know what I mean? So they're talking to the fans, talking to signs. The wrestlers are aware. And the wrestlers are aware of the people in the crowd too, because they hear these things, they know people to look for, and they kind of play into it a lot of times too. Yeah. And I think that helps, just makes things just.
I think Edge was trying to hang out with Jesus, but Jesus wasn't there, so he broke this guy's sunglasses. It was so funny.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I think that was on Ramp or Dynamite. That was on Dynamite.
The Jesus guy he shows up a lot. I see him on a lot of the AEW programs.
Yeah.
Well, dude, the ones in Texas, and then ones from some pay-per-views. I think I've seen this in Vegas shows and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What are you doing this weekend? You got just comedy?
Yeah.
You got
just comedy this weekend. Doogie Horner at the Red Room, and then in Cap City, and then
tomorrow night or tonight?
Both tonight and tomorrow. Okay. And then I have a show on Tuesday at the Creek in the Cave called Feud. It's my game show where people debate bad opinions they have. It's pretty fun. Yeah. And then March 19th, I'm headlining Cap City, the big room. Please come. I need people to come out to that.
The headliner, huh?
Dude, yeah, things are looking good. I hope it keeps going up.
Awesome, dude. It sounds like this move has been good for you so far.
Yeah, it's been fruitful. Yeah. I'm bearing fruit, yes.
Nice. That's awesome. I'm happy for you, brother. And hopefully I'll get to see you in
Philly? Yeah, dude, definitely.
But well, yeah, man. I guess we'll. It's been about an hour into it. We'll call it a day. We'll do this again next week. We'll get back into the swing of this, doing it regularly, and we'll have not so much to catch up on for next week. So we'll have just an hour a week in between, so maybe we can cover more stuff that's going on. But, Hey, we touched on some wrestling this week.
Yeah, we did it
better than usual.
Yeah,
better than usual. But
we did it eventually.
You plugged your show, but tell everybody where they can follow you. Tell all your other stuff too, man.
Please follow me at Lemaire Lee on all social medias. Panties in the Mouth podcast, also PITM. And if yeah, I'm not on Skanks. I just was on there once. Yeah,
no, you
I'm
plugged that shit. You plugged that shit before. I've heard you plug it before.
Yeah, I wanted people to get me on it. I wanted to, and we did it. We accomplished it. We got me on it. Dude.
Okay, that's what we were plugging for. Because I remember we were plugging that shit at one point. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, man. Good luck on your shows this weekend. Let me know how they go. I think, like I said, I'm probably gonna lay low. I was supposed to go to that show in Winston-Salem on Saturday. That's going on. Dan, are you gonna be there? Dan, are you going tomorrow? Dan in the comments, the chat. Are you going Saturday to that show at the AML Training Center? I can't remember what it's called, like OWR or W. I don't know. Anyway, I thought about going to that, but I'm not sure. It just depends on if anybody can take care of my dog, man, because he's got to have some medicine. So
yeah.
No, Dan's not going. Well, Dan, I won't see you there then, but I
didn't even know there was a chat, dude. I missed the whole chat. What the hell?
Oh yeah, go to comments on the right, and I've been popping them up. But yeah.
My bad, Dan. I'm sorry. I've been seeing them I've only seen them when
I hit them.
Yeah.
But, yeah, man. We'll do this next week. I'll let everybody know what day works best for us. But yeah, catch us. We'll be doing this middle to the end of the week next week as well. Guys, everybody follow Lemaire.
Please follow Cash. Follow Bodyslam.net.
Yeah. Follow Bodyslam.net. You can see us all, wherever the fucking camera is, down here at the Bodyslam.net on all the social media gimmicks, Threads, Instagram, Facebook, fucking YouTube, X, Snapchat even. I fucking rarely use it because I forget. We've got a Discord too.
Discord rips, please.
If you go to the website, bodyslam.net, if you look at the top of the menu, you should have a link there to go and fucking join the Discord. You can interact with a lot of us on there. I'm not as active as I should be, but I'm going to try to get better. But a lot of the staff are in there. You guys should look.
I'm going to join the Discord, dude. I think
you're already in there, I think.
Yeah. I wasn't sure.
But, yeah, and you guys can follow me. It's right here at Casshole, CASSHOOO 3 O's LE on all the social media gimmicks as well. And man, I had fun, brother. It's been fun.
I had fun too.
We got to cut it up. So, guys, we appreciate you hanging out with us. Find us next week. Follow us on everything. Push the show. Subscribe to the Twitch. We're on Twitch too. Most of these comments from the comment chat were on Twitch. So, yeah, man, give us a follow. This podcast will also be up on Spotify, Apple, Google, fucking wherever you listen to your audio stuff. We'll put it up there as well. Yeah, man. So you can find it if you look hard enough. But thanks again, guys. We appreciate you.